Hi everybody. Hi friends, strangers, internet. Hi. So since I uploaded my first full-length video, I've been struggling with what to do next. And I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life that has made it challenging to have time to record, and some bullshittery that's gone on I'm trying to figure out how to respond to and what to do about that. But I've been super grateful for everyone's response to the video, and anyone that's like mentioned my video, mentioned that I've started a channel. I just feel like all these warm feelings inside, and I want to thank you all. So today I'm going to do a video using the juviasplace Douce palette, and this is somewhere between a review and a get ready with me. Okay, so I have a simple base on and brows, and I am going to dig into this palette. I'm going to start with blush, and that's a pretty straightforward color for me. I'm going to go with the peachy color. This is a beautiful blush with a really light hand or a deeper skin tone. Also, if you're the type to bronze or contour, this could work. This color could probably work. I saw Mia's Virtual Vanity use this in her brows. That was super smart. But this original concept, I probably first saw Jamie Paige Beauty do this concept with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance, right when that was kind of at peak. Like, OMG, everyone is super into this. She did a full face using that palette and used some of the pinkier colors for a blush, and used one of the two shimmers for a highlight. She may not have done the full face, but she did face and eyes, which is basically what I'm doing today. For highlighter, I have used both of these shimmers, the more true shiny pink and the more opalescent one. I am going to go in to the more iridescent pink one with a beauty sponge. I don't know if I've ever actually used a beauty sponge with this highlighter before, but it was right here. It works. And I think I'm also going to take it down onto my cheeks to turn the matte pink blush into a more dimensional shimmery blush. Because honestly, these days I've been loving glow all over the face. Okay, so for eyes, I want to play with a lot of the colors, but generally what draws me into this palette is the like cotton candy dreaminess of it. So most likely I won't be touching the browns that are in here. I'll probably be sticking with the pinks and the green. I'm going right in with the brightest color in the palette, which is the pink. The color is called Custard, but I think that's a mistake. But I'm going in with Custard. And basically I just very lightly dipped in, capped off, and like touched it in one spot, and I'm just doing little circular motions. The concept is just like a really, I want color, but I want it to be kind of blown out. Because I want to see how the mattes work and how they really play and behave. and they're really, really nice and soft. I am going to do the same idea that I just did on the inner corner with the coral. I actually don't have a game plan for this. I truly do not. I'm not saying that in a, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and then it just like magically comes together. I truly do not. I will say that while I am not pulling a direct inspiration from one look that she's done, I will say that the way that Mia, for Mia's Virtual Vanity, the way that she layers colors and washes them together, she's been inspiring me a lot. I already had like a bit of a put your shimmers in your crease, let them blend out, see what happens. Like that's already been a little bit in me, but she really does that and goes there, and she's an artist like outside of makeup, and I feel like it really shows in her eye makeup looks. She also just did a video last week that was a full face of one palette using the Douce palette with a collab, as a collab, and because I've been dealing with all this shit in my life, I did not see that video until 5 minutes before I sat down to do this video. I had this thought literally sitting on the toilet and was like, fuck it, it's midnight, but I'm gonna record. And then I was looking at my homepage on YouTube, and I see one of the recommended videos from her was this video that I had not even seen in my own subscription box. So I started watching it, and then I stopped watching it because I didn't want too much influence. Anyway, she's been really inspiring, and I think that the things that she talks about are super important in that whole like, let's call brands out on their bullshit, but also we can enjoy makeup and play and, you know, be artistic beings. So I don't know, just another one of my YouTube influences. So I don't know if you can see, like this palette is giving me super cotton candy dreams feelings. And it's doing a lot for me right now. I'm gonna go back, I went back into the pink and I'm tapping more on. The peach got a little bit more pigmented as I was building it up, so I wanted to match that. But after I tapped the product on, I then just cleaned my brush with Color Switch, or a very discounted knockoff version from TJ Maxx or Marshall's, because I wanted to go in with a fluffy brush, but one that was on the cleaner side to help blend this out. I'm gonna try something. It might work, it might not. I will say this is directly inspired from the bit of the video of Mia's that I did see before I turned it off. And that was when she put the green color in her crease area and blended it out. Yeah, that weird little color blend, that is so inspired by her. I don't know if I would have ever done that like 2 months ago before finding her channel, but I really like it. Okay, so now that I've done this funky little color situation, I think I want to just keep those colors going on the lid. I'm swiping it over on the lid, and my thought is that I will layer some of the green on top of that. But I'm staying really, really blendy and soft, even with this brush that's definitely smaller than the brush I was using previously. It's smaller, but it still is a pretty handy blending brush. So yeah, I'm sitting it down on my outer part of my lid and then just swiping over. And it's amplified or intensified the color on the outer corner. So this color that's in the center of my eyes, the green, does look a little bit funky. It's a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but I'm not mad at it. What I am going to do to help me kind of get back into my comfort zone is do some more intense shimmers on the lid, but I'm trying something different than what I might normally do. So I'm using my finger to pat the glitter glue right in the center, like this, like about a third up to a half of my eyelid space, but focused in the center. And then I'm actually going to go into the shimmery pink shade on my finger and pat that on top of the glitter glue. Trying something. And the thought is I'm gonna put that down, and what I've done is I've gone over my whole lid space for now, with the most intensity being where that glitter glue was, because that's how the glitter glue works. I'm gonna grab a little bit more glitter glue and pat it right on the ball of my eye, which is the most, the part of the eye that protrudes the most. I was gonna say the most protrudingest, that's not a word. I cleaned off my pinky and I'm going into the green, and I want to pat that right on that ball of the eye. And then I'm using my pinky and carrying that green color up. But I am using my pinky, applying most of the color on the ball of my eye, on my lid, and then I'm just carrying the color up my, up this area. I'm doing this motion to really help the color blend and gradiate from something that's more intense on the lid to the sheer color up here. By putting the shimmery pink down first and then blending the green on top of that, it's actually turned the green into a more minty blue green than if it was coming straight from the pan. Now I'm going to repeat the process with the other eye, and I'll be back with a finished pair of eyes. So I think what I want to do for the under parts of my eyes is match a little bit of what we have going on above. The peach feels very intense on the inner corners now, and I think I'm going to change that a little bit. I'm dipping into the pink, tapping off a lot. Carrying that on my outer half of my lower lid. I was putting some of the iridescent color on the inner part of the inner corner. It's a little, it's a little funky, a little funky. I picked up the metallic pink. I think I'm gonna go back in with my little bit of glitter glue and put just a little bit of glitter glue on the lower center part of my under eye area. So if you're looking straight forward, right where your eyeball is, I'm patting on glitter glue. I'm gonna try to go in with this Wet n Wild brush. Oh yeah. So just carrying the green all the way down the center portion of your eye. And it actually feels the most vibrant on the bottom portion because it's competing less with the other colors. It's got some like true real estate space right there. Now I'm just gonna match the other eye. That's pretty. I usually don't do this kind of placement with my colors, but really feeling the inspiration. So what I've done is I'm just taking some of the finishing powder and I'm just kind of doing that same concept of buffing. In the hopes to bring everything together and make that green. That green is still very strong on the lower lash line, but it's a little less intense than it was about 30 seconds ago. So I decided to do something even more playful. And that is, I'm putting glitter over the green parts because I'm feeling very mermaidy. Two things that I'm doing that are probably not recommended to anyone else. One, I am using a metal spatula to apply glitter. That's probably not the best. And two, I am putting the Colourpop Glitterally Obsessed right by my eyes, which it definitely does not say that it's an eye glitter. It says it's a face and body glitter. And my glitter has turned into like a glitter tear situation because I can't stop putting glitter on. So something I don't do a lot of is using black on my waterline. I love bringing in another color if I'm gonna stick a pencil in my eye, period. So I'm gonna go in with this Marc Jacobs matte gel eyeliner, which is like true holy grail status for me. When you're doing your makeup without your glasses on, shit can just go astray sometimes, so I went way more blue than I meant to. And I'm just gonna add more glitter. Okay, so now we've done mascara. I've definitely gotten some of that glitter into my eyes, which is why you don't do what I do. Do as I say, not as I do, kids. So now we're back for lipstick and lip gloss. I'm probably the last person on this train of thought, but the Urban Decay Vice lipsticks are really quite nice. This is Naked. About a year and a half ago, a coworker told me that I sound very, very Southern when I say naked. And I have nothing wrong with sounding Southern, but ever since they said that, every time I say that word, I overthink it. And guess what? When you work in a bakery and naked cakes are popular, you say that word a lot more than you think you would. But this lipstick is super, super, super nice. And I was thinking about topping it with a gloss, but it's very creamy, shiny. Put that one. Fuck it. I'll put a gloss on. This is Creme Brûlée from NYX, the NYX Butter Glosses. These glosses are so good. I slept on them for a really long time. Damn, this gloss is good. Damn. Even if this mermaid glitter fart isn't something you want on your face, that's what I recommend. Just look at your palettes and say like, hey, how could I use something that I only have defined in my head one way? How could I use it another way? And just play. There aren't any rules to makeup. Like, put stuff on your face and see what happens. Who knows? You might turn into a glitter fart. How do you play with your makeup? How do you bend the rules, break the rules, do whatever the fuck you want? Let me know. I want to hear your tips and tricks. Spread the wealth. Thanks again for watching. If you've been here for more than one video, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.